It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie John.
When I enter the building. I drink some, keep it in my poncho, light up like Castro, blow out from get-go, pro when I said go, roll like an afro.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Johnson with it. So here's Miami's starting group. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Whiteside is out there with Johnson. And it's Deng in at the small forward position.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. And he gets the bucket.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
And it's Wade penetrating. And it's blocked by DeRozan. To the paint.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Lazy defense there, though, fellas. Somebody's got to be willing to put their body on the line and try to impede his path there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
And for Luis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
Like you were talking about Scola, he has the physical skills, Clark, to make a difference.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, he's not spectacular in anything, but he's really solid in just about everything. A pro's pro, and he adds value, tremendous value to any team he's on.
The finish, and finished off by DeRozan.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
5 on the clock. Johnson attacking.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
The Raptors have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And the basket by Stolen.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Wade outside. Dragic with a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Heat. Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent. He's been solid. And now you see some maturation with him as well. Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that, Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Valanciunas passes to Lowry. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Here's the three. They grab their own miss. And yes, sir, that one drops. And that's now 6 points for Luis Stolen.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Wade gets the bucket.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now, here's DeRozan. And Wade sends it back, but he gets it back. 6 to shoot. And Valanciunas gets to DeRozan. That's a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low. I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. The Heat trail by 7.
And the Raptors have been talking about changing things up in the logo department for a while. Finally, we get a chance to see the new logo this season.
The Raptors have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Shoots it up. And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. 1:09 left to play in the first. To the middle. Here's Scola. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. And it's 8 points for Luis Scola.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Now here's DeRozan. The tray. Stoudemire grabs the miss. The Heat trail by 7. There's Winslow. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play. It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
To the inside.
Come on now. Did they really just pull that off?
That was an outstanding play.
I tell you what, there are alley-oops, and then, fellas, there are alley-oops.
Lowry for 3, and he gets it to go. Lowry's got 5. Now Winslow. From deep, Green. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And a chance to hear from point guard Kyle Lowry about the chemistry of this Raptors team. They're all pulling in the same. The question is whether or not that team unity, as rare as it is making a difference for the Raptors. Does it make Kyle Lowry any better? Do they just give it more time?
You know, you could argue it both ways, Kevin, because it's worked both ways. I mean, teams that couldn't stand one another have won rings, and so have tight-knit groups who were really close. So there's really no magic formula. I think there's a little bit of art to go with the science in that.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Toronto.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Corey Joseph is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Stoudemire.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of a great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
Good.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Here's Biyombo. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Biyombo's got his second basket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And the Heat with some changes. Whiteside comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And it's Dragic in for Richardson.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
It's tipped. Stolen by Joseph. Feeds to Powell. Passes it to Ross. It's stolen by Wade. By himself. Biyombo with the block. They recover it. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And it's Johnson penetrating. Missed inside.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Greg, you know, I remember that stretch with Wade you're talking about. It seems like he finally now feels healthy, Clark, and it shows.
Wade himself said, Kevin, it was the best he felt in a couple of years. Health is such a big factor for him, given how he plays and selectively now likes to attack the rim.
Jason Thompson is checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And it's Wade penetrating. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Here's Johnson. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Here's Joseph. And again, no good by Toronto. The Heat trail by 4. Kicks to Whiteside. Johnson goes in. He feeds it to Dragic. Here's Dang. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year. In a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Deng goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too. But he goes to the Miami Heat. He's bounced around a little bit. But still a very big talent.
He is. You know, he kind of likes following legends. Remember, Scottie Pippen was that great small forward in Chicago, and Luol Deng was the next heir apparent. So he seemed to be pretty comfortable stepping into LeBron's role. Unfortunately, not able to deliver at the same level. And let's face it, the problem is you can't make up for losing the best player in the game, and that's the case here in Miami for Luol.
Raptors leading by 3. Johnson, and the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Some changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Thompson. And Damari Carroll subbed in for Patterson. And guys, we saw a nice development for James Johnson last year. He was 59% from the floor. Closest he had ever come to that in his 6 years was 46%. What a dramatic Clark improvement there.
Yeah, and I think it was all due to shot selection. He dialed back on the number of threes that he was taking the year before, and his percentage went up. Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Dragic.
And back to James Johnson. Yeah, he improved his shooting percentage, but the rest of his game has been kind of a holding pattern. He's averaging neither highs nor lows in any other category, and that means to me he may have flattened out in terms of reaching his potential.
Three-pointer right, and it's Toronto with the rebound.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them take this lead.
And that one's good. Haslam's got his second bucket of the night.
Talking about James Johnson, the reality is he's a role player. Like most NBA guys, he certainly can be a valuable role player, especially if you shoot near 60% from the field again. But don't expect him to suddenly become LeBron. That's not his game, nor his ceiling.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Some changes for Toronto. Scola comes in for Johnson. And it's DeRozan in for Wright. And then for Miami, Stoudemire's checked in for Wright. And it's Richardson in for Green. Here's DeRozan. And it's good. Walk through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
Carroll dishes to Scola. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Lowry kicks to Scola. Carroll against Richardson. It's tipped. In transition, here comes Miami. And the dunk by Winslow.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And again, no good by Toronto.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's Dragic. Stoudemire, the pass to Richardson. 1 second left. And so we wrap up.
Dwayne, a couple of...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be taking a look back at the first half of basketball. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, their passing was impressive. They're in a good position to win this game, in large part because of those assists. And this is the thing. You win as a team in this league. You have to share the basketball to succeed. And if they carry that level of unselfishness in the second half, they're going to be tough to beat.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. It's been one outstanding game from Luis Scola.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Heat, Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. Johnson is out there with Whiteside, and it's Dragic in at the point guard position. Whiteside a screen. It's Dragic with the drive. 5 on the clock. Back to Wade. Takes a 3. Carroll with the rebound. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Valanciunas. To the paint. And the basket by Scola. Scola's got the first bucket of the third here for Toronto.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound total. But he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspension.
And that one's good.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Up and in on every one. One of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
One of the stories here, Luis Scola getting it done today.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And the Heat call time here. In the last few years, the Toronto fans have made a strong case for being the loudest in the league. And Greg, you know, the Air Canada Center can sound like a 60,000 capacity crowd during the playoffs.
It is really unreal. It gives the Raptors a huge advantage here at home. Toronto and Canada will always be hockey first, but they love their Raptors here in the North.
Here's Whiteside. No good. Nice D from Valanciunas.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from... Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that They've built up a lead. This is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. To the right side. And taken away by Johnson. It's Dragic with the drive. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Some changes for Toronto. Now he's checked in for DeMar Carroll. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Joseph in for Kyle Lowry. Richardson, he's checked in for Miami. It is now to Joseph. And that one's good. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Wade drives in. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And Joseph drops them both. The Heat trail by 9. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Richardson. And that one's good.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Got a piece of it. There's the double team from Whiteside. Here's Patterson, and it's denied. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Wade. It's deflected, and that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Biombo, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Winslow's checked in for Miami. Here's Whiteside. Out to Wade. Pulls up on the wing. That one a little long.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Here's Whiteside, and the layup's good off the glass. Whiteside's got 9. And Toronto has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Biombo kicks to Patterson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Like as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Ross against Wade. Back to Johnson. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. That's Haslam in for Johnson.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Here's Haslam. It's deflected.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. The Heat trail by 13. Wade with it. Lowry picks him up. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Stoller. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Carroll. And he elevates with a slam just as Winslow did not like that.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Got it up. No luck. Well, through. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Heat trail by 15. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Jamari Carroll is out there with Scope, and it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now here's Winslow. DeRozan defending. The shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Carroll, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for a man. Oh, man, was that
And
fun.
no doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times, a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
And the Raptors call time here.
And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East? But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a playoff.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
All right, Doris. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it.
You know, one final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
Patterson, that's good. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
It's stolen by Carroll. Oh! Boom! Nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throw down.
Are you serious? How did he come up with that move?
Creativity on the fly. Wow.
Somebody control that man.
Miami no good on that time either.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Wade comes in for Winslow. Here's Johnson. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Wade dishes to Dragic. Johnson up top. Outside Dang. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now the pass to DeRozan. The feed to Lowry. Pass to DeRozan. Takes it from 10. And the Raptors miss again.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense. Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
That's one of those alley-oops upside your head right there.
Johnson left side. Outside Dang. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished. Struggled to handle the ball. Created then his own shot. And but sometimes he would create for others, too. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the two. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
Here is Lowry. We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. From down low. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Johnson kicks to Richardson. The shot misses. Nice D from Valanciunas. Toronto leading by 14. And the dunk by Stone.
One-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They trail by 16. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A different look for Miami. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Whiteside. Josh McRoberts comes in for Johnson. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. Has in a screen on Carroll. Puts up the baby hook. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. Two shots coming up.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top two spots or better in each of the years the big three were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25 and 27 against the rest of the conference. Played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Raptors.
And Clark, they really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Most definitely. They shot the ball extremely well. It's a game to be proud of.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was. For Scola, he was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here. And
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Biombo is checked in for Stoll. Johnson comes in for DeMar Carroll. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Powell, the pass to Valanciunas. He kicks to Powell. On deep. And it's Haslem with the rebound.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Terrence watching you on.
Quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance. Out and run. we could see right there why he does.
And the Raptors call time here. They're ahead by 16. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And now that you can tell there's some bad blood here. They're just rubbing it in now by calling a timeout.
Yeah, there really isn't much for them to be talking about. This is rubbing it in and adding salt to the wound. Perfect inbounds play there. You couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Picked off in midair. Here's McRoberts. Miami no good on that time either. And the Raptors call time here. They're up by 17. 1 second left in the fourth quarter.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass. If it's open, take it.
Long range from the inbound, off the mark. And so Toronto takes this.
Kyle, congratulations on this win. Tell us what the team's objective was tonight that most helped in getting this victory.
Everybody played. We all played together. We stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Cohesiveness and aggressiveness are pretty.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan player, Luis Scola. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille.
Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on. Scared of heights, come face your fears. Hold up. Do it just like Nikki, gone and it over. Say she roll with me, she tired of being alone. Young, but you know I'm ready. Oh, foreign girls call me.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And Stephen Curry, one of the guys we'll be seeing tonight, is one of the most exciting and dynamic players in the league. Kenny, you know what I like to say. He makes it look
Effortless.
Maybe the best shooter of all time. You ready to go that far?
Of all time?
You ready to go that far?
I just can't give it to you after that few of seasons. I just say that
he won a championship.
Yes, he won a championship.
He's
but
up there with us now. He's in the house.
He's in the house.
He can get in the party.
But Reggie Miller and Ray Allen had done it over a longer block of time.
Not like Steph Curry done it.
But he's done it bigger in a shorter span. So I will still go with my two guys, Reggie and Ray.
You know, his career from three-point, Ernie, he's 44%, which is insane. And listen, he's not taking 1 or 2 a game. He's taking 9 three-pointers a game. Long three-pointers, deep, off the dribble. Splaka Kataya.
And that's why I say he makes it look
effortless.
Time for tip-off as we send it to Kevin Harlan.
It's Western Conference time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. It's getting noisy here in Oklahoma City. We're at the peak, the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guards, and it's Barnes and it's small forward. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to...
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And that last... Play courtesy of Keith. Thunder on D. About 1 minute into the first. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Curry with another miss. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. We all know about Durant's injury last season. Strange because he was the model of health pretty much before that.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, just rarely missed extended time. And factoring he, along with Westbrook, two guys who have been really the model of durability. Health is something he nor the fans will ever take for granted again.
And Westbrook, here we go. Adams, the pass to Westbrook. From 11 feet away and off the glass. That one's good.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And the Warriors with possession here. It's a 3-point game.
You know, a quick note about Kevin Durant and his ability to stay on the floor. Prior to last season, he played in 97% of all games that he could have. That's high-level durability there.
And thinking about how much Durant has played, that 97% of games played is for international play and playoffs. That's an incredible amount of games that he's suited up for. You wonder if it just wore down his body.
Curry against Westbrook. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries it down low. Curry's got his second basket of the game. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Westbrook drives in, and the baseline jumper no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The dish to Green. And there's the 3-second violation. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Westbrook against Curry. Westbrook drives. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk. You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Curry is inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Outside for Curry. Shot clock at 6. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. An MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserved. I mean, you could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. Bro, he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP. And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Here's Azili. He dishes it to Livingston. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Durant gets to Adams. Iguodala with the steal. Down low. Stolen by Kansas. Waiters with the ball. He's against Azili. And it's Corey missing.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
And Durant, here we go, goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Collison's out there. And the Warriors also making a change. Clark, he's checked in for Steph Curry.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
Out to the wing. Spades dishes to Livingston. Goes back up. Azili the pass to Clark. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Payne, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. McAdoo is checked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Sean Livingston. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Clark. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And Voy kicks to Collison. Here's Waiters. Again, the Thunder score. Warriors trail by 3. 24 seconds left in the first. The 11-footer, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Payne dishes to Cantor. 1 second left. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Thunder lead by 3 and will return shortly. And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy. Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
And off we go at close game, now starting the second quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jumper.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. McAdoo out there with Green, and it's Barbosa in at the point guard. Well, it was just...
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game. And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Collison. Durant comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Azili's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Leandro Barbosa. The Thunder have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And Clark, his mom was a Division I volleyball play.
And you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
Nobody near Barnes. It's 3 pointers off the mark. Oklahoma City trailer. Outside Westbrook. Out to the right wing. And that one is hammered home.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
And again, no good by Golden State. The Thunder have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. He feeds it to Durant. You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation or Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Randy Foy, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in, and here we go. Thompson with the bucket.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And Kanter throws it down.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Warriors trail by 3. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Curry. 6 points for Klay Thompson.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
1:58 left in the second quarter. Passes it to Green. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Now Curry. He's got 8. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Payne, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook.
You know, when you look at the Thunder in their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
.110 left in the first half. It's Iguodala with the drive, and he gets it to go. Iguodala's got his second basket of the game.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Randy Ford.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside. And he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Collison's out there. It's taken away by Collison. Ahead, and it's sent back by Bogut.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
You look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Soft touch off the glass.
I'm not not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Bogut. It's taken away by Collison. And so it's a close.
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry and Steph.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They came out in the... And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink still right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Curry. It's hauled in by Adams.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Good.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. His defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Westbrook passes to Adams. The feed to Roberson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 5 to shoot. It's Westbrook with the drive. Here's Ibaka. And count the basket. He was fouled. He's going to the line for one more.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
The throw good. Serge Ibaka.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the mega stars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
Curry attacking. The shot is off. Great D that time from Durant.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Deflects the pass. Back to Westbrook. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Curry. And Bogut slams it in.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know. That's true.
A timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Curry. Puts it up off the inbound. It's blocked. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Yeah, because in the Oklahoma City Warriors cut to just 1 point on the basket from Barnes.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, I think that may be their ticket out of the hole. Look for even more of those quick hitters.
You know, Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did ever on that play.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's Azili, and that one is stuffed right through.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Thompson with it, guarded now by Durant. Here's Livingston, and there's the shot to finish it off. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And the Thunder making a change here. Waiters is checked in. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. And it's Iguodala in for Thompson. Here's Westbrook, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Thompson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
That's what I like. A nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Kanter comes in for Roberson. Outside Curry. Bogut. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Westbrook with the steal. It's deflected. It's stolen by Curry. Barnes kicks to Bogut. Stolen by Westbrook. Comes up. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals. And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
What I like more about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up to adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship caliber superstar.
Cannot hit. Great D that time from Collison.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Durant against Thompson. It's Durant with the drive, and Thompson sends it back. And they'll keep possession. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Westbrook. Durant against Thompson. Goes up again. Here's Kanter. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The Warriors have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
That one is no good. Durant wide open, he fires, and the miss. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Thunder lead by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Maurice Spates. And there's Iguodala. And it's McAdoo in at the power forward position.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their full bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. So here's Westbrook. Westbrook double teaming. Feeds it to Robertson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Westbrook drives in, and there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Adams outside. Waiters dishes to Westbrook. 4 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got 14 points here in the second half.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Curry attacking off on the layup.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first. And that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
And I really have always thought Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he's kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys and also get basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Barnes, and a strong finish with two hands.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Thunder leading by 3.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Barnes passes to Bogut. Barnes kicks to Curry. To tie it up. And it's good. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The drive by Green, and that one is stuck with Cruz.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Green against Westbrook. Shot to end this full run. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I'll tell you what, coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
The basket overshot. Westbrook against Green. And Westbrook, here we go. And for the ball out of bounds, Bogut touched it last.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Bogut against Terrence. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Stolen by Westbrook. To the middle. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
A bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
Way in which he delivered it. Clutch.
They kick it out to Green. Yes!
Well, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. And Durant, here we go. Money!
Just look at what Durant's doing. My goodness.
Big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're down by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Green, the screen. Here's Bogut. And the rejection by Beckham. And they commit an intentional foul. So they can get into the bag.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Barkley continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way folks would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans love it.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, a terrific win against a high-caliber opponent. What can you say about how they played against you tonight?
Well, they got the heart of the champion. Their coach was unbelievable.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
The Warriors to start out. Now Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. There are very few players who can call game changers on offense, but Clark Stephen Curry is clearly one of them.
Well, the plus-minus for the Warriors with him on and off the court validates that. Incredible how much better they are offensively when he's on the floor.
And there's the whistle, foul hard on the shot. He'll go down.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Curry against Westbrook. They tee that time from Curry.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Ibaka goes in. It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Thompson. And count it. 2 points. The chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. Westbrook. And Ibaka gets to Adams. It's stolen by Green. Outside Curry. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Some nice passing by Golden State. Kicks to Robertson. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
Durant attacking. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of it.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer. And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserve.
Randy Foy, he's checked in for the Thunder. An even 3-on-3 break. Robertson gets the bucket. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And it's blocked. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the pass to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the results.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still shows that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Waiters, he's checked in for Robertson. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry. Stolen by Thompson. And Green with the basket on the assist by Barnes. Green's got his first points of the game.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
And so here is Oklahoma City. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Waiters. Here's Adams. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Adams has got his second basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. Enes Kanter comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Payne in for Randy Ford. Then for the Warriors, Festus Ezeli. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Klay Thompson. And here is Durant after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do and, Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Thunder making a change here. Morrow's checked in. Here's Morrow. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Golden State.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate, and that's when they had to shut him down. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark. That beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal. Pay dividends instantly on the fast break. Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better.
Clark kicks to Livingston. 4 seconds left. That's tipped, and he recovers it. And that's not going to go. Well, it's been a high. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry, and tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let it rip.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the...
Hang time on that rim. Put some whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Here's Iguodala. Oh, and this one, no question, powered it down.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. The feed to Robertson. Left side, Westbrook. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. With the clock winding down. Offensive rebound. Collison dishes to Westbrook. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. Here's McAdoo. Knocked away. It's stolen by Foy. Westbrook against Barbosa. And Westbrook. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Durant comes in for Randy Ford. Outside, Green. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Here's Adams. Finish off the break. And it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
The drive by Green. And he gets the bucket.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Cantor checked in for the Thunder. Waiters comes in for Roberson. The drive by Green. Got a piece of it. Pass to Thompson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
It's Westbrook with the drive. And he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And Waiters with the stop.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Westbrook passes to Cantor. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Cantor's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Thunder. Now the dish to Barnes. Pass to Thompson. Back to Barnes. Westbrook against Curry. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Timeout is called. First of the game. For the Thunder.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
Payne, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Spates checked in for Golden State. Ian Clark comes in for Curry. And stolen by Barnes. Moving it up. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant, that's good. And for Stephen Curry, a value contract, but a growing list of endorsements. One of the top-selling jerseys in the league, a signature shoe deal. He's doing all right.
Yeah, I don't think he's worried about it. He's got a Bible quotation on his wrist that says, "Love never fails." And that's how he approaches the game, with his true love and faith, and his hard work is going to pay off.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's deflected. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Flushes it down to finish the break.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying a competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Just absolute domination in this one for Thompson. 12 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green is out there with Maurice Spates, and it's Clark in at the point guard position. Thompson from long range. But they'll get another chance. He kicks it to Clark. Thompson outside. Pass to Barnes. Back to Thompson. Another shot. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Ibaka. The Thunder with the lead. Feeds to Robertson. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
Here's Green. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out. And have yet to find the bottom of the net.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And here come the Thunder again. Oklahoma City with a fast break.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
You know, they don't want to let them hang around too long here. I agree with you. I mean, it's best to go ahead and build that lead here in the third.
Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Leans from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw. Classy appeal.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism part. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And we were talking early in his career with Tom Izzo at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors in Steve's world.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Allison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Foy in for Durant. Here's Westbrook.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Thunder have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helped.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys. Wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
And he elevates the free speech came out like that.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from three-point range.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. 3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low-post defense.
Here's Westbrook, 17 points in the game. There's a minute left to play in the third. Can't hit from in close. The drive by Thompson. Outside for Curry. Inside, Spates. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
They get a hand on it.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
That's good. And now it's only a 5-point Thunder lead. Well, Thunder have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. The shot by Curry, no good.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
It's Westbrook with the drive. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Payne out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Cantor in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Payne dishes to Waiters. To the middle. Here's Cantor. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question, I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Payne passes to Cantor. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Curry against Ibaka. Curry kicks to Thompson. That's tipped. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And Cantor throws it down.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition. You attack when it's there. Because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And that one's good. And that's 21 points for Steph Curry.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is
Not the time to lose your focus.
It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 23 points for Steph Curry.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Warriors trail by 4. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Green dishes to Barnes. Green with the ball. Can't recover. And the rejection by Ibaka. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And it's Barnes slowing it down.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Durant, the pass to Westbrook. Durant against Barnes. Durant kicks to Westbrook. It's Terrence with the drive.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And it's Green missing.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And then Durant with the jam.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
It's Curry with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside. That's 10 points in a row.
You can't stop it. Here it comes.
And Kevin, who saw the point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not for you to finish like this one.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself. And he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
It's Westbrook with the drive. The Warriors pull it in.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Outside Curry. To the middle. Out to Thompson. Nobody near Barnes. Buries it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gut check. That's a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook. He's a handful.
And here's Golden State. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Curry can't get it to go. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Durant's running.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Spades dishes to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. It's Curry with the drive. Barnes kicks to Thompson with the shot. Barnes can't get it to go.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me? Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass. It's open. Take it.
Just 4 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Waiters. The shot's good. Cutlason making the play.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout look.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark.